I want to pivot to baseball because I understand you were at L. Dale Mitchell Park over the weekend for the series win. What did you see and what impressed you?
Oh, man, I'm really excited about what this young team can accomplish. Skip Johnson at the helm, obviously, and that's why I'm going down to H-Town because we got the Shriners College Classic, premier college baseball coming this weekend in Houston. So any OU fans listening out in H-Town, be sure to grab some tickets. It's college baseball for a good cause. But this week, you have 6 games at L. Dale Mitchell. You had to win a bunch of them to really feel good about yourself before you take on Arkansas, LSU, and Missouri. And I got to tell you, I think we saw exactly what we were expecting. I mean, number one, the starting pitching for this group is next level. I mean, Dane Acker had one rough inning. Outside of that, you couldn't really pinpoint one specific weakness for anyone who took the bump to start for the Sooners. I mean, Levi Prater, Ben Abram, Cade Cavalli is a potential second-round, first-round pick in the MLB draft. It's just fun to watch. Like, great pitching to me is what you pay your ticket for. But then you go off of it. Tanner Trudaway is unconscious at the plate. He could go up there blindfolded, and I'm convinced he could still hit like 500. I mean, right now he's hitting like 393 right now, and he was to the point, RJ, where if he hit a single, it was like, oh, that's pretty disappointing because he had at one point 4 for 8. Every single hit was for extra bases, homers, doubles, triples. He was all over the place. So they've got a catalyst at the top of the order. It trickles down. Tyler Hardman's providing that power from first base. The relievers look really good. Christian Rubrek is a freshman who's throwing 96, 97 out of the pen. They got 2 closer options. It's just fun baseball to watch, and I can't wait to see how they face the challenge ahead because, again, you're facing some of the best teams in college baseball in a big league park. So what I saw from this team down in L. Dale was encouraging leading into the eventual college classic down in Houston.
No, you mentioned the teams that they're going to be facing there, and I'm just pulling up the Baseball America poll because I read Baseball America most, and that's the one I trust the most. And if they're good, but it's almost like talking about Big 12 basketball. Florida's at number 1. Texas Tech is at number 2. My goodness. And then you mentioned LSU. They're at 14, just ahead of Oklahoma at number 15. And that's really what the conversation becomes with me. I mean, I got to mention Oklahoma State in there at 23. The conversation becomes, are you going to compete for a Big 12 championship this year? Do you think that the team has it in them to go and get a Big 12 crown with Skip Johnson at the helm?
I think it will be difficult to do, knowing that, number one, Texas Tech, as you mentioned, is pretty darn good. TCU is destroying whoever they face right now. Yeah. Oklahoma State is obviously Oklahoma State. I mean, the conference is just solid. Now, Baylor and Texas will be down there with Oklahoma at the College Classic, so that'll be a good opportunity to kind of scout some competition. But I think this will be a year where Oklahoma has a shot to win the Big 12 tournament, but I don't know that it will be their best chance. I would probably look more down the road as this young talent continues to develop. I mean, hey, if they do win it, I'll say it will be on the shoulders of Cade Cavalli, who is clearly the heart and soul of this baseball team. Mm-hmm. He is so good out there on the bump, and this is his first year solely focusing on pitching. Mm-hmm. So there's a pretty good opportunity to win the Big 12 crown. It will come on the efforts of Cade Cavalli if it does happen. But again, the level of competition in the Big 12 conference, baseball-wise, it's pretty hard to beat.
Well, okay, so you mentioned Cade Cavalli, who's a local kid for me, from the Bixby area in Green Country. And, he's pitching not just for himself. His brother tragically can't play the game anymore after a heart condition. But he was coming off of a Team USA performance where he was reportedly hitting 98 on the gun. Have you seen a figure for him out at L. Dale? How hard is he throwing, I should say?
He's probably sitting around 97 with control.
God.
I mean,
get out of here.
Dude, let me tell you something. He comes out there on the bump that Friday night, and I'm telling you, he goes 97, 96, 96 with like a second in between pitches. I mean, he was resetting and pumping in.
I love Rocket Fire, but look.
Hey, 3-pitch strikeout with a blink of an eye. totaling 97, 96, 96, and everyone in the stadium, including 14 or 15 scouts that are sitting behind home plate or looking around like, what just happened? I mean, he completely shut these dudes down. I mean, which is to be expected. It wasn't necessarily too high a level of competition in terms of Illinois State. But, man, we're talking about a guy that I watched give up a walk-off balk to Texas Tech when he was a youngster. And now he's out there, 3-pitch strike him out, 6 pitches in the first inning to retire the side with a blink of an eye. I mean, this guy has just night and day evolved. And again, he's throwing 97, 96 with control. I'm being told by a lot of my guys that he can get up to a hundo. But I have to see it to believe it. But, man, I'm telling you, man, he's got a chance to be in the top 2 rounds in the MLB draft.
No, so Baseball America, again, ranks him the number 42 prospect in college baseball right now. 2019 stats, 5-3 with a 3.28 ERA in 60 innings, 59 strikeouts in 60 innings, goodness. And a brief skinny on him via Baseball America for folks that aren't necessarily as in tune with college baseball as others. A big right-hander with good stuff, but no experience in the weekend rotation coming into last season. It was tough to know what to expect from Cavalli in his first season in the role, but he took it well, save for a few weeks when Oklahoma shut him down due to arm soreness. Cavalli was effective and got the Sooners deep into games consistently with a year of experience in the role under his belt now and elite velocity, as Colin pointed out. On his fastball, Oklahoma's hope is that he will come back in 2020 as one of the most dominant pitchers in the Big 12. And if he is, I think we can agree he gives them an opportunity to go and compete for that title. And I'm excited about it because, one, it's OU baseball, I get, but I'm always excited about local kids, man. And for me, that's a local kid that a lot of folks have put a lot of their energy and time into following and to understanding. So that's huge. That's massive. Parting shots on baseball here. Colin, I'm sorry.
That's about it for me.
Okay,
that's
cool.
about it for me in terms of baseball. So whatever you want to touch on.